Hello, Toddbag here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Conquest of Elysium 4 for breaking the stream. This is our High Cultist playthrough. Where we last left off, we left it off on a kind of a cliffhanger. I've got the Capitoleum here, which is in control with these forces here. And I have this force here that I wish to possibly take it over with. So, I think we're going to do that. Did some soul searching. Having this is going to be huge because not only will it allow me to control the capital, but I can recruit out of here, and that'll be very useful as I would now have a front line to recruit from to make this push against Blue, the warlock. Polygamnon, I think is his name. So that's going to be an extremely useful jumping off point. This massive desert in between us is definitely slowing us down. And then when the snow comes in, it does even more so. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and crash in there. Meanwhile, this guy, we'll go ahead and just head through the desert, and we'll just kind of keep our eyes open what's coming up there. It'll give us some viewpoints there. We burnt that forest now. This forest is burning as we speak. So that's awesome. We'll be able to do that. These guys will have enough sacrifices soon, so we'll go ahead and head over here. And what we might do is we might swing into the white corals after we do our next summons and crush this guy here. It should be nice and easy. As a matter of fact, we might want to do that now. Let's transfer units. Let's see. Let's go ahead and choose him. Transfer. Let's leave behind anybody who can't go into the water, right? Which includes these guys here. I believe that should be everybody. And we'll go ahead and crush this. Gujuk, what do you have? Alright, which one of these is not water savvy? Let's see, those are all... So, don't have any of those guys. Don't have any of those guys. These guys should all... Oh, the insane fishermen are not amphibious. That's right. Okay, good. I'm glad I caught that, because otherwise these two would have probably... Yeah, they probably would have died to these guys. They have just enough hit points. Although the spellcasting may have cut through, but the prayers level 1 might have been an issue as well. So, either way. Up here, we're going to continue our push. We should have enough to take this. And we'll go ahead and transfer 5 of these crossbow to defend that town. Which should be sufficient. And then we should be able to take out these two no problem with the forces that we have arrayed there. So that's awesome. And I believe that should be it for our turn. So, alright. All the crossbows. Alright, what I want to do... Okay, so the first spell the Basalt King cast was Army of Waves, so I got 5 water elementals, which aren't bad. Not what I want. I may turn that spell off for him at this point in the future in a situation like this, because I want to use some of the other spells. He's doing it again. As you can see here, they have the Witch Wand, which casts the Curse of the Frog Prince, which has turned some of my troops into frogs. They're still on my side, at least, but... Oh, there we go. So, we cast it. Oh my god, look at all of this scrolling. Watery Doom, so it was cast, and it just hit a bunch of people, and you can see all the damage that was taken as a result of that. Awesome, so that's definitely useful. Speed this up. I just wanted to make sure that, yep. Oh, it does do damage to some of my own troops, though, so there is some friendly fire there. So I gotta be careful with that. But we get the Witch Wand for ourselves, and then the Watery Doom here. Alright, nicely done. Let's see if... Alright, Spoils of War. So, for taking the Capitoleum, we got that. I wonder, let's go recruit. Do we have any special units? No. Darn. It would have been nice if we had some special units that we can get for this, but that's fine. We've got plenty of trade, though, right now, which we're spending on sacrifices, I believe. So that's going to be useful. Let's go ahead and buff up this troop force here. Looks like we only lost 9 units overall, so that's not bad at all, and I'm sure we did most of the damage with that Watery Doom. But you can't complain about that, can you? Alright, so let's transfer these guys for now. So now we have a forward point that we can recruit, which is awesome. Up here, at this point, there really isn't any really good place to be, so we'll go here, and that'll allow us to start making the moves there. Your lordship will move here. There's a single mist warrior there, huh? Alright, so these guys right now are pretty content to sit where they're at. There really isn't anything to capture down here. So yeah, we'll sit where we're at for now. Can you use any crazy special powers? No. I want to try out Deep Rising, but that'll be something we'll do later. Because right now, again, our focus is getting those old ones. So now we have this white corals under our control. We found deep water over here, which is actually closer. So these guys might end up moving down here at some point once they get an army together. As a matter of fact, let's wake them up and do that now. Femoth can do, if you remember correctly, he can do the Greater Ceremony of the Deep, so that's a useful one to use. So we'll go ahead and move him down so that he can eventually do that with these guys. But these guys will move back, and next turn we'll do the old ones. Let's see, these guys are staying put. I think that's all we can do there. Let's see. Do we have any other recruiting we want to do at this point? Let's see. Up here we can go ahead and get ourselves some additional crossbows, and I'll eventually be able to pick them up here, and we can take a look and see what we want to do there. So, alright, we'll go ahead and end turn. Alright, we got a captain. And as you can see, our sacrifice income is just skyrocketed because we own the capital now. We get, what, 6, 9, 14 just from controlling these 4 squares here. So that's pretty awesome. Here, we'll go ahead and take that. And looks like we have some more stuff we can take. So this guy's just going to tear it up that way, right? So, here, though, we're in position now. So let's go ahead and use our special powers with Sabish Ka. Ah, that was the Basalt Queen. Also, that could be very bad for us. Let's find out what that looks like. Hydromancy level 2. Okay, so she's not as good. Magic resistance is 8, so it's pretty good. 2 armor, 52 hit points. So it's going to take some damage before we can get through her defenses. Here, let's go ahead and recruit. We're going to recruit some archers. I didn't mean to do archers. I meant to do crossbow. But, okay, we got archers. So, it is what it is. Alright, we're going to move this force out. Really isn't a good way to do it. So we're going to just move it out here. And the idea is we're going to take this town, and that'll give us another fortified spot to hold to. These guys we're moving down anyways to meet up with our port forces. Alright, so 2 action points, doesn't matter, so we'll go ahead and take the coal mine, as the iron will be more useful to us for sure. So, alright, we'll go ahead and end turn. Nice and easy, coal mine. Alright, what has she got? Torrent of Water. Burst 5, okay. Rising Tide. Burst 25, okay. Hopefully she doesn't get that off. Okay. Oh, bye-bye, hero. Oh, you got 1 swing out. You did 2 damage to a Yeti. Oh, well. Might be useful to do a captain for the same reason, but we'll see. But yeah, now he's up to 134 units. And again, I don't think we're in a position where we can take that on. Although the nice thing is that none of these guys are water resistant. And these guys will actually take more damage. Oh, that's cold, though. These guys take damage from cold. So yeah, none of them are water resistant, so that's kind of neat to know. And it looks like the elementals never heal. I didn't know about them, so let's see. Sleep never heals. Yep, never heals. That's the one I'm looking for, is the blood drop. Okay. So that's interesting. So they suffer from the same thing as constructs, so. I only have 2 action points, so let's be in a butt and we'll take this iron mine from him, because that's gems that he uses for his spells and stuff. So here we've got enough to do another contact old ones. Ah, darn it. That would have been nice to have a second one of those guys. Okay. Well, let's just see if he's similar. Hydromancy level 3. That's going to be rough. Okay. Yeah, let's get these guys involved. Hopefully I don't get them all killed. That would be terrible. Here, we're going to take the farm and then go ahead and do that. And then we're going to finish exploring up here. We might as well. There might be cool stuff up here that we didn't see. Nice and easy. Alright. Acid! Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, the question is, my 1 action point. He's only got... Do any of these guys slow him down? Doesn't have any heavy infantry, so he can move full. Oh, because I only have 1 action point, huh? What I want to do is... Basically, I want to work my way back to town. So, if I move here, though, he can probably attack me, and he'll probably crush me. I do have a lot of crossbows, but they're not very useful against all the defenses that they've got. What we'll do, though, is we'll go ahead and recruit some crossbow here. And next turn, we'll be able to use our special powers again. Although we're a little bit weaker now as forces go. We're still sufficient to take on anything that might come out. Right. So, yep. I did my recruitment there. Let's go ahead and turn. He's going to take that mine back, which will slow him down a lot, which is good. He needs it for his gems. So we'll come back this way. We'll do more recruitment here. We'll do some more. Right now, how are we doing? We got tons of crossbows. What could we recruit that would be useful? I could do some spearmen. They're just bodies to get in the way, though. And we'll do more crossbow. Okay. Let's go ahead and use your special powers, and hopefully this time we won't have that problem again. Okay, we got a Void Lord. Void Lords aren't bad. I don't mind them at all. This one's got Meteor and Soul Slay. So Soul Slay's single target. Yeah. So single target, but obviously does 1 to 999 damage. And this one is very hard to resist, so this can really kill things. And paralyzes if it hits them, if they survive. So I don't know if the paralysis is really necessary, but causes fear as well. But against Mr. Warlock, that may not matter as much. But he's a big body, and that's what I was looking for. Inquinoc. Okay, very cool. So we'll do that, and next turn we should be able to actually do another one, so we'll be able to do that. We've already recruited. Oh, I recruited in the wrong spot anyways here. So we'll get some crossbowmen here. Okay. That is way too many guys, but that's because their focus is going to change once Enquinoc gets some buddies here, so... Okay, and then these guys have moved, so... Alright. Jamming on the next turn button here. They're going to come back and take some stuff, but it'll give me a reason to come home, right? Alright. More long dead. Just all sorts of undead roaming up there. So these guys are done, so we'll go ahead and hit end turn. Yep, just as I thought. He's bringing a Stormlord down. Storm Titan, I think they're called. Yeah, Storm Titan. Amphios. With a sizable force, so he's got iron coming out his gills here, to use my term. And we'll come down here for now. Let's go ahead and transfer all those forces. And we'll go ahead and recruit. I'll go ahead and do some spearmen. And I didn't do it in the right spot, did I? I need to pay attention to that. Alright. Well, we're slowly building up forces up there anyways. And I don't really think I need the spearmen, to be honest. So we'll go ahead and stick it out there. We'll go ahead and select our commander up here. Okay. Still a whole lot of blank up there, huh? Alright, back to Sevish Khan. No, I want the queen. Come on. Alright, well. Yeah, that's all we wrote, so. Okay. Not bad. But yeah, I figured they're going to start taking stuff. Oh, now they got even more stuff. Okay. So many troops. And they do cheat, because I did up their difficulty, so... what do we got here? Yeah, our melee line is really suffering right now. Let's see... I can contact old ones, and I don't know, for some reason it feels like I might have a better chance of success. That could just be an issue regardless, but let's go ahead and transfer units. Can't do the Insane Fisherman, but I can do you guys. And we're going to go into the water and do some summons. Are you amphibious? You are. Okay. You're amphibious, but I think at this point we're going to take you out of there. And we're going to go into the deep water here. And I don't think the white coral is any different here. And just make sure you have a sufficient force. 59 units. I should have left Sabish back there, but we'll go into the deep water so that we can use some of those abilities instead. Sabish will have to come back. Now, Enquinoc is going to move this way. Do I want to try Yazid's special? Let's see what else we got. Okay. Let's see. They got 24 hit points. They Mind Blast and Life Drain. So Life Drain's only 1 to 4 damage. And this is 1 to 4 and paralyzes. Mental Agony of Death. When it dies, it explodes in mental agony. It will hit everyone nearby, both friends and enemies, and paralyze them. Okay. Floating, amphibious, slow, sleep immune, and spirit sight. Okay. This is just a weird army in general. So, interesting enough. Okay. Yeah, so we could try using Femoth's ability here. But we're going to probably wait a turn, see if Blue tries to challenge us here at the city. and see what happens. But up here, we're actually doing some exploring for the first time in a while. That's not great. So, we've met the druid, Lutarius. Is that the actual lordship? One of these is... There you go. Nope. Tudamaris is the actual lordship. But the druid is up here. So... More than likely, Ogatai has met his end, unless my spellcasting can overcome this. But the druid will have your barbarians, so beast cavalry. They're just fast, low armor. The chieftain does decent damage and has 4 stealth and local leadership. But the bare-chested swordsmen do 1 to 7 damage, no armor. And then these guys are your slingers, so they do 1 to 2 damage with the slings. Hornblower will cause fear, which strikes anywhere, and a cone of 6. And then I think the only other thing is the druid himself. He casts spells at level 2, so he's pretty good. So more than likely he'll crash into me because we're such a weak force. If he doesn't, then great. We're going to back out and just continue our exploration and see what happens there. So, clicked. There we go. All right. With that, we're going to go ahead and recruit because we haven't done so yet. Assassin could be fun. Let's see. Because the assassination effect. Strikes the rear enemy ranks. I want to keep that in mind, but that's expensive. Yeah, let's go with some crossbow. Make sure we transfer those crossbow to the right lord. Alright. And so then we'll go ahead and end turn and we'll see what blue does. Yep, crashes into me. Spell, what did he give? Shooting thorns. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that is enticing. What is this? Just a series of that. 78 units. And I think I have to take that. With the caveat that there might be an enemy commander hiding out there. So, what we could do is we could take Hathig Clegg, or Claw. And... okay, nothing there. That's about the best I think we can do for our scouting. This is not going to reveal anything. So, yep, let's crash into him. And pray that he doesn't have the rest of his forces somewhere else. Here, though, we're going to go ahead and use our special powers. Nope, not with you. Fema. We'll do the Greater Ceremony of the Deep. Really beef up those forces there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, these guys. So the Anglers of the Depths just have a lot of attacks, so those might be a good answer, but they're not very good against defending against enemy forces, so... let's see. What's the best way through to here? I think if I go here and here, I can use most of this terrain to get there. And that'll allow us to reinforce with another useful army. Yeah. So next turn we'll do one more, and then I think we'll pull back again. This guy does need to pull back, though. And we'll call next commander. We'll go ahead and sentry him again. And what we may do is we may need to save up sacrifices with him so that he becomes master, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I think these are all the only ones left. Yep. Let's go ahead and recruit some more units here. do that. And we'll get ourselves some crossbow. Let's look at our newest cultist here. Urshanabi. Okay. He is paralyzed and mind burn. So paralyze. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. What's he have for special powers though? Ceremony of the Deep. So pretty weak overall. As a matter of fact, we'll sentry him there, so he can... What he can do is eventually, once we start building up sufficient forces, we can start moving troops to defend different parts of this as well, so might be useful there. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and turn. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. A lot of crossbows. I gotta go turn off the water elementals. They're just not gonna be useful, at least in these current battles. Look at all that paralyzed. That's really helpful. Or stun. I think it's considered stun, right? Air shield, paralyzed, and stunned. Oh, poor guy. Very nice. Not bad at all. Okay. Fungus year. Mushrooms and fungi seem to thrive and grow especially abundantly this autumn. All fungus income is double. Okay. I don't know if the druid uses the fungus, but he's up to 70 units now. He's got himself some storm clouds. Not crazy, but we're down to 104 though, and as you see, our melee line really took a beating, so we really do need to beeline towards the water at this point. So I think that's what we'll do. What do you have for special powers? Nothing crazy. So you can stay here. You're going to sentry up. And I think the rest of you will go with... We may want to burn down this jungle as well, so we'll take a look at that. Here, though... What the heck? Devil fungus. Poison cloud, okay. 14 units. So here we may just fall back here. And we'll go ahead and recruit some traditional crossbows there. It's a very weird force. There's just no other word for it. And we'll go ahead and sentry him for now. Sabish is building up. But we wanted to do one more of these. Okay. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and start working our way back. And at this point, this force may need to move up as well to support our actions. Oops, hit the event thing. All right, so that's all completed. That's all completed. Let's see, if we transfer all the forces there, we can leave Fumoth back and get them over here, which will give us some more options later. Okay. I think with that we're done, so we're going to go ahead and turn. Yeah. He's already moving to threaten, and that's frustrating. Because I need the water in order to get stronger. That's 98 units. My lord. Alright, he's got earth elementals, which pass walls, so they can just walk through the walls. Otherwise, they're all the traditional things there. These guys are mud warriors, so they have 15 health, regeneration. Oof. It's it's probably good I abandoned the walls at this point. Because between the Warlock of Earth and his lordship over here, we wouldn't have been able to hold the walls anyways. But we're going to do our best to cause some consternation on their part. And we'll make the move down here, and we'll start saving up and using those spells. Femoth can move here. There's no reason for him to go with the rest of these. Sabish Khan is level 2. You're level 2. You're level 1. What is your special power? Ceremony in the Deep. We can leave you two back. And then these three can start moving towards my lordship, so that we can combine forces. Okay. Alright, you are going to sentry up. Sentry up. And I think that's it for the time being. We need to recruit at the guard tower. We'll get some more crossbow. Yep, and they combine forces. As I figured they would. I mean, at least their archers are in the back. And I gotta remember that these mistbows are pretty good. 1 to 4 damage, so they do 1 less damage than my crossbows, but they do it every round. So that can punch through my armor and do some damage for sure. Yeah, I'm concerned about these guys since they regenerate and they have 15 health. They're cold vulnerable, but my water spells don't do cold, right? So these guys can swallow, which is nice, but Watery Doom. Oh, this one's just magic anyways. It's not water. Oh yeah, so Army of Waves. Do I want to get rid of that for now? If I get rid of that, I can get these two instead. No, just dehydration instead. Reason that's useful is as a level 3 mage, he can cast a level 3 spell, or a level 2 and a level 1 spell, or 3 level 1 spells. So this will allow him to at least do something when he summons, or when he does one of these things here. So that'll be more combat-y. But he does want to use his special power. And I want to see what Deep Rising does. Question. You know what? We're actually going to call it here, and we'll leave that as a enticement for you to come and watch my next video, so you can see what happens, right? So at the beginning of the next video, we'll do that, and we'll see what happens to my forces, and hopefully it'll be good. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you're learning about the game, and we'll go out and pick it up if you find it to be intriguing. I've been getting endless entertainment out of it, and will continue to do so. As you can see, there's a great variety of things that can happen in the game, and I'm pretty excited to see what else happens as well. So with that, though, I'm going to call it here. So I appreciate it, and I'll bid you guys adieu.